In this episode, we're headed out to Hershey, Pennsylvania to check out 3 super cool antique stores with awesome amusement park stuff, space blasters, vintage Halloween, and some creepy clowns. Let's go.
You can't eat anything in this town. No chocolate. Sorry. But you can check out the Hershey Antique Mall. So let's do it. What is up? We are here at the Antique Mall Crossroads, or Crossroads Antique Mall in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And we're gonna check it out. See what kind of cool stuff we can find. Classic monsters, fun mid-century stuff, retro treasures. Let's check it out. So here we are at Crossroads Antiques in Hershey, and they wouldn't allow Snackula in, which disappointed me greatly. But I still said, you know what, let's check out this place anyway and see what they got. And right off the bat, I'm seeing some cool stuff, some cool Christmas stuff after the fact. This was filmed in January, so there was still some lingering Christmas stuff, which I love, and I love seeing. And there was some really cool stuff in here.
Yes, and sadly, because I was waiting in the car with Snackula, this is my first time seeing all of this stuff, but there was a lot of really cool stuff in this place.
Oh, well, strap in, sweetie. We got some advertising here. We got some classic mid-century stuff. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
There's a lot of really cool advertising right off the bat, and I like how there's a lot of Hershey stuff intertwined in everybody's booths because it is Hershey,
well,
of
you
course.
had to figure. I mean, it's going to be Hershey heavy here. They even the street lights are made out of Hershey's Kisses.
Yeah, they're absolutely
cool.
adorable. It's a cute town, and if you're ever in the area, I definitely suggest checking it out. There's a lot of stuff to do, not just the amusement park and antique stores.
But the antique stores is why we were here in Hershey. So let's get into some of the stuff that we're checking out here in the cases. I love that TV bank. That was really cool. This is cool.
Yes.
Classic root beer. I love vintage advertising. Anything root beer, ice cream, sodas, mid-century. I love that stuff. And I love this.
That is really cool. Mark's has a lot of really cool tin toys. It'd be really cool to find a book that, just really kind of encompasses everything from Mark's.
There's got to be one. I would imagine there's probably just solely Mark's collectors that just collect Mark's memorabilia because there's just so much. I see new Mark's pieces all the time that I've never seen before. Every time I go to an antique store, pretty much.
Yeah.
This is cool. That's amazing.
I love that.
That's amazing. That frosty root beer thermometer is absolutely amazing. I love that. The problem with these and why I don't get into them is simply because there's a seller, I'm sure there's multiple sellers, but there's a seller on eBay that makes exact reproductions of that stuff and then sells them as originals, and he's been doing it for years. And so a lot of that stuff now has made its way into the antique stores. And you see it, and it just, you got to really know your stuff before you go buying those kinds of things, because you could really spend a fortune and find out you're buying reproduction junk. And I would hate to do that. I'd hate to see anybody out there do that. So if you're into that stuff and you're collecting it, you probably know what you're doing. But if you don't and you're a noob, like myself, when it comes to those things, I don't know. Use caution. I don't. I stay away from them. I don't buy them.
Speaking of caution, jarts.
Jarts, yeah. Yeah, you got to be cautious with those. They're banned, I think.
Yeah, and
a lot of states ban those. Yeah, like you can't sell them. They're I guess you can sell them in an antique store, but you can't sell them. Can't sell them online because they're banned, which is strange, right? You would think like kids could play with those back in the day, but modern kids can't handle it.
I mean, I would agree with that. Honestly, I would agree with that statement. But it makes you wonder, like, what was like the final straw with those?
Yeah, like what happened that caused them to be banned? Like, did somebody just go off the rails and just?
Probably somebody in my family, maybe. I just have a feeling my family is responsible for that. Seems like something they'd do.
That's great. The old Coney Island roller coaster thing. That would make a great diorama. You could like take a bunch of like clowns or something and like set them up on it. It'd be like
get like those Rosbro clowns.
Yeah,
they would look great with that.
Great diorama piece. That's just so cool. And I love the fact that kids would play with that kind of stuff. The amusement park was a big deal back then. I love that. This is neat.
I love the
cool
Jetsons.
Lunchboxes. I like the 60s one. That's the one that does it for me. The dome
incredible.
One.
Now, this piece particular is actually really cool. This is, obviously, like it says, a vintage bumper car from Hershey Park. It's cool that all the stuff, like the ticket booth thing has stayed here. It's cool that it has so much Hershey history here in this antique shop.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think that's great. I love seeing relics like that. Even goofy things like even that that parking meter thing I think's neat. And old
Yeah.
radios and they're artifacts, they're relics, and I appreciate that, and I can respect people who go out of their way to save that stuff and restore that stuff, and I think it's great. I'm glad people do that. I really am.
And you got a Blossom doll there. Which you know about Blossom, Joey
Nothing. I
Lawrence.
loved Six. Six was my girl when I was a little kid.
I don't know, man. I think you like Joey Lawrence just as much.
I don't want to talk about it. Just know that there's nothing my love can't fix. So anyway, we got some classic rings here, some early buttons, Shazam.
Whoa.
All right, let's move past the Joey thing. Come on, okay? Let's
But
go.
did you?
I don't want to talk about it. What's the matter with you? Look, we got Smurfs. You like Smurfs?
Got some
Smurfs.
Oh, Smurfs.
Great eclectic mix of stuff in here, though. There's definitely some great things. There's something for everybody. I can appreciate the fact that the antique stores have brought in some of the more modern stuff, and that some of the vendors are bringing in more modern things. I can appreciate that because you got to have something for everybody. This is great. That Buck Rogers Sonic Ray, how cool is that? The box art's amazing on that.
It is, but how about that Fibber McGee?
That's what my grandmother used to call me when I would lie. Tell little stories. Well, I didn't eat that chocolate chip cookie.
Did you take 2 devil dogs?
Are you a fib? You're a Fibber McGee. But that's okay. I called her plenty of things under my breath. So she used to tell my mother I was saying take a bus, but actually I was dropping F-bombs.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, moving on. See, that Andy Gibb doll was cool.
Yes.
Love Andy Gibb.
We love
Andy. The old walkie-talkies box. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Love the artwork on these things. That's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of great packaging. Obviously, old advertising and old packaging is always going to be one of our favorite things.
That was a cool transition there. You did cool on that. I love how it transitioned out.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
Once in a while, I'm able to do that.
That was good right there. Is that a Santa? Is that
It's a
a
little
tin Santa
Santa
with a hat on?
with a fun hat.
Oh.
It's a cool little Halloween cat, and these are really cool to see. You don't see a lot of these Rosbro clowns.
Yeah, on the wheels. You don't see the ones on the wheels too often.
No, and these are really cool, honestly. Like, I can see why people collect them and why they're so desirable, and, well, they are a little pricey sometimes.
I just got him, the little guy right there. Well, he's not little. He's the big chubby guy. I just got him recently. I love this. That SO mascot is
Such
amazing.
a great mascot.
I know. I love that. I need to get an SO. I guess he's an oil. He's an oil drop, right?
Yeah.
I need to get one of those.
That's a cute Santa.
That's a 60s, I think it's 1968, I believe, that blow mold.
Okay.
Cool piece.
He's a happy Santa.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool piece. You're still seeing Christmas stuff because this is January. And I'm glad that this stuff lingers on because, there's collectors for everything. There's Christmas collectors, Halloween collectors, and they collect year round. Just like vintage toys, comic books, video games, whatever you're into, you collect that stuff year round. Christmas and the holidays and stuff is no different. People go and look for that stuff year round. So I'm glad that antique shops supply that stuff like this. My favorite blow mold pumpkin ever.
Well, yeah, he's got the cute little mask on, like he's also a trick-or-treater.
I love this pumpkin. I would have bought this if I didn't already have it. I would have bought it.
Yes.
I love it. It's in great shape too.
It was a Drac deal from long ago.
Yes, I love that piece.
And that's cute. He's got like a little monocle. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Baby's broken.
He has a monocle. Leave him alone. Let him have his monocle.
He doesn't have a monocle.
Yes, he does. He does now. The cool thing about this particular pumpkin bucket is we actually saw the mold for this in our Rhode Island episode. So if you haven't seen that one, definitely check that out. That was a really cool thing to see.
I think they broke the mold with you. Or maybe I'll find that in one of those antique stores.
Yeah, that one's going to be in the back.
Discount section.
Back behind the dumpster.
Oh, stop. Stop. You're a one of a kind.
Oh, yeah, they have to hide the mold. Because if they make 2 of me, it's just dangerous.
Now, I could think of something. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Look at the
I
little
haven't seen
cowboy.
this cowboy. It's the first time
cute.
I've ever seen a Rosbro cowboy before.
That's really cool, too.
I never saw him before. Yeah, that's great.
What's up, like from the 30s, maybe?
I don't know. Once you start getting into stuff like this, it just really amazes me that things from this time period survive. They're relics at this point.
Yeah.
And I love seeing that stuff. It's almost like museum era pieces and
Like this creepy doll?
yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of historical objects and stuff like that. I love museums and So I love seeing different things, not just pop culture. I love all kinds of stuff, like
Just
Super Friends lunchboxes.
and disco.
I do. I like disco too.
A fun, festive
I was
disco
in a
lunchbox.
disco tribute band for a while.
That's a confusing pose, but I can get down with it, I guess. But yeah, you were in a very successful, actually, disco tribute band.
Yeah, I was. It was good times. It was good times.
I would
And
imagine that
we
would
played
be.
good times, so it
Yeah,
was good.
disco's fun,
It's fun music. The ladies love it.
And I feel like that was such a fun time. All the polyester and the white powder things that Scarface is a big fan of.
That you could put inside that Santa.
Yes, who was very cute. And some Hershey's cocoa is always very cool to see, considering we're in Hershey right now.
What is happening right now? Is it Christy McNichol doll? You gonna throw her in there somewhere, or you don't even know
I
who
got
that
nothing.
is? You don't even know who that
nothing.
is. So.
Shirley Temple. When I was little, they used to tell me I looked like Shirley Temple. That's my segue.
Pretty good.
That's all I got. Sorry, guys.
Not too bad. This is one of those cases too where you had to do a double take because there was a lot of vintage and modern stuff mixed in. And I am, pretty much diehard vintage, of course, like JJ here, Dynamite.
You wanted that JJ doll.
I don't like seeing the Funko Pops. I prefer to see things like that, like the Space Cadet,
Yes.
the tin toys and the early stuff. I don't think Funko Pops belong in antique stores, so.
No, they're just so out of place.
Yeah, I just don't. It don't do it for me.
Is that Joey Lawrence again?
Stop.
Well, Shazam. He's cool.
Yep, signed. He's a nice guy. I met him. Super fantastic guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, really, really cool. Some cool space blasters
Yeah.
there. Look at that. See, you love the space stuff.
I do. It's like I've always been obsessed with space, even since I was really little. So
You have a space girl costume, don't you?
yes,
Little space
I think
girl
so.
costume.
Maybe,
We're gonna have to.
probably.
We'll have to find a way to incorporate it into the channel.
Yes, we'll do a space episode.
Where are we gonna go? Space?
I'd love to.
I don't know how we'll do it. Well, we'll figure it out.
I don't know. I'm bad with heights. I can't even climb a tree. So
There you go. Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Of
The
course-
marionette Mickey.
Of course, look.
Mr. Rogers talks to kids at the Little Kittles Club. I'm surprised I said that right.
This is cool, of course. Always good to see those.
Yes.
These are the reproductions, of course, Polar
Yeah.
Lights, but
If you want to build them, these are great kits to grab.
that's the thing. Yeah, these are affordable. I don't know if these specific ones are affordable. You can get these. You can get affordable versions of those. Let's
Yes.
just leave it at that.
Got Howard the Duck, I guess. Is that with Mothman?
It kind of looked like them, didn't it?
Yeah. And then the after hours duck activities.
Play duck.
That's so funny.
Dirty duck.
I didn't realize they made them.
This is cool. Sealed.
Sealed.
Somebody decided not to build that Dracula.
Like, not today, Drac.
Yeah.
Not today.
Great box though.
Yeah, that's a cool box.
on that one. Now this is one of the record players that people use to make bootleg Kiss record players. They'll slap the stickers because there was a warehouse find of the stickers. So they'll just slap the stickers on there and make reproductions. So watch out with those too. There's more reproduction Kiss record players than originals. There's certain telltale signs as to how you can tell the difference between an original and a fake. But most of them out there, unfortunately, are fake.
Yeah, it's sad because it is hard to tell, and I don't feel like there's a lot of information out there to be able to tell in between because it's very minor differences.
Reproductions are in everything, though. I mean, it
Yeah.
really is a part of every collecting thing now. I mean, from Transformers to, Mego parts or whatever. I mean, I'm distracted now. Look at this.
I don't think that's a reproduction.
We've got
Gals on glasses.
Yeah,
Pretty sure those are original.
but they when you put hot liquid in them, they become nude. It's fantastic. Can't believe I left those. It was cool to see the Orange Crush,
Oh,
though.
boy.
The Orange Crush bottle had the Crushy on
Yes.
it, which I thought was really cool. I love seeing him. He's
He's
another
cute.
great mascot. Early Orange Crush mascot.
Mm.
You don't see original stuff as often with him on it.
No, you don't. And there's some more Orange Crush.
See, again, that's the kind of stuff that's been reproduced.
Yeah.
So you really got to know your stuff with these things. I don't know if that is. I'm not going to call anybody out or whatever. I'm just saying that there's a ton of that stuff reproductions out there. So make sure you know what you're doing.
Yes, and this is a very early, very creepy Santa costume
Terrifying.
with a cloth Santa face mask,
I know.
which is definitely
I've seen,
unnerving.
because I collect 8mm films, and I've seen, dads dressing up with this, or a similar Santa suit and coming out from behind the tree. I mean, can you imagine that when you're a kid?
Mm.
They would scare the crap out of you.
Absolutely horrifying.
That was some cool pin-up art right there. The Beat Winter thing with the little cheerleader girl.
Yeah, that's a cute one.
Yeah, I could see you like that. No? Winter cheerleader? All right.
I mean, being that scantily clad in winter. I mean, I guess maybe because it's 6 degrees out here tonight.
It is. It's
I'm
freezing.
not feeling it. But maybe if I went south for the winter, then we'll do it. A little too cold right now.
Hey, look, there's Elroy.
Oh, yeah.
There's Elroy in there.
I love Elroy.
Yeah, he's cool.
Jetsons were such a cute show. I like that. I like watching the reruns when I was little.
It's a good mix of vintage stuff in here.
Mm.
Some really neat pieces. I'm actually trying to look for stuff now.
I know. Well, there's when you have so many little trinkets kind of like clustered together, you can look 10 times and still miss things.
There's a little ice cream guy. He's cool.
Yes. So cool. Corgi toys.
I love that stuff. I love the box art on those.
Yeah, they're very vibrant. And they have like that old, just that look to them with the paintings that are on them. I love it.
A lot of vintage toys actually here.
Yeah.
In this scene.
Cool old tin toys.
What's that band called? I can't tell.
Oh, bro, I can't see. My glasses aren't in yet. You expect me to see that?
You don't have your monocle?
I need 2 monocles. I'm blind.
There's an old school Slinky dog.
That's so cute.
Look at a Slinky worm.
I didn't know there was a Slinky worm.
How about the Slinky train? You see that?
That is cool.
Yeah.
That's neat. I didn't know that all these different Slinky toys existed.
Yeah, those are great.
Those are really cute.
See, how great does that display, though? The box. You see what I mean? It's the box that does it.
I know. I feel like box art has kind of been lost. I mean, granted, toys aren't
absolutely.
as like, kids don't really get toys like they used to because everybody's into the screens and the games now. But the box art was so important back then.
Yeah. I mean, I worked for Toys R Us, and as a kid growing up, my mom took me to, Child World and KB and Kids Town, all the toy stores. So it was like, and my dad too, but more so my mom. Sorry, Dad. And you got overloaded with the packaging.
Yeah.
Just the box art sold everything, and the mascots.
Mascots are
like
big.
Ready Kilowatt. The mascots is what helps sell it. So it's like you had mascots and great box art. And I think that's completely lost. You've got, now you got insurance companies that are anti-mascot. And I hate that. I will never have that insurance company.
I know. They could have the best rates and still be like, no.
No. And GM could offer me free insurance. And I'd be like, no, I'll pay for it because this place got a mascot.
Right. Mascots are
Even
everything.
if it's a clown like this guy.
That's
if
cool
that was my
toy.
insurance, if I had clown insurance, clown car insurance, I would take that over NJM. I would.
That'd actually be really great marketing. Just everything would just work so well.
There's some really, really cool stuff that you just saw in these clips, though.
Yes.
Some great pieces. Early Halloween die cut owls. This is great. The candy display rack for 10 cents.
Yes.
I love this. The Harvey's Drive-In. There's some really cool stuff. Once I dug into this shop a little bit more, I was like, wow, there's some really, really unique stuff in here.
Yeah, for sure. That's cute, little sneezing bear.
With
Aww.
lighted eyes.
And he sneezes. It's me.
It's amazing the stuff they made toys out of.
I don't know, a sneezing bear.
Yeah, we'll try that.
They might.
Or a little Amish guy. And now here we are at Schoolhouse Antiques to see what they got. Let's check it out. So this was another place Snackula was banned from, so we had to...
Makes you sound like such a tough little doggy.
I had to go in myself. So upon first entering, I checked out the classic candy stuff. I love that. I love when shops embrace classic candy, classic soda. I think that's smart marketing,
Absolutely.
to incorporate everything. I love that. I'm glad that they do stuff like that. And this place was pretty cool. I think this was one that was 2 floors.
Mm-hmm.
And I went looking around both floors just to see what we could find, even though the clock was ticking. This one was closing a little earlier than I expected, but still found some cool stuff.
That's so cute.
Isn't that great?
I know. I'm surprised you didn't buy that.
I know. You can't buy everything. That's the thing. You gotta...
I try to.
Yeah, you do. If you'd have gone in there, half this stuff would have been in the car.
Is he a bell? What does he do?
I don't know. I think they were at one point wind up, but I tried to mess around with them a little bit because I hadn't seen a snowman one before.
Yeah, it's cute.
I like the snowman, but those had to be sold together. And of course, I filmed that because...
Yeah, if you can tell, this is Andy filming.
If there's cheesecake or pinups, I'm filming it.
And then,
Funny thing is, I hate cheesecake.
what's wrong with you? Forget about it. And here you are on this. This is actually the basement.
Yeah.
Where which is considered the other floor. And it looks like there's a lot of vendors down here.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. I remember there was a book here.
That's cute. I like the elephant.
I think there's a book right there. I filmed this, and I was like, I'm going to come back for this. That's great. It's Santa Claus, and there's some aliens visiting Santa, caroling at Santa's, spot. And I'm like, how cool is that? Like,
That's
50s
awesome.
aliens. And then I'm like, all right, when I'm done filming, I'm going to come back, grab that before I leave. I forgot.
Yes.
So...
And I actually didn't realize that Faygo actually goes back this far. I didn't think back in it looks like they're from the 60s. I didn't think that they anticipated how much the Juggalo culture would come to love them.
Yeah, I know. It was a different time back then. It was a different time.
Much different time.
You see how there's a mascot for everything, though? They had the mascot on the eggs box
to
sell eggs. I think that's Dick Clark right there. I could be wrong.
Probably. There's a lot
Looks
of
like
dolls of him. That's cute.
Isn't that great?
Little monkeys.
But see, I love that they used mascots for everything. The little egg one was great. I thought that box was awesome. This I remember vaguely from when I was a kid, Zaxxon. I don't remember really playing the game or whatever, but I vaguely remembered that. I think it was a big thing when I was a kid.
There's those Domino sugars.
I know. Everything tasted better when your mom put that on the toast.
Right?
I don't even know why. Because if I did it myself, it wouldn't taste as good. But if, I don't know.
Is that why you always ask me to put the cinnamon and sugar on your toast?
No, that's because I'm Italian.
You're terrible. But, yeah, I don't remember those. But I think they're really cute little cinnamon and sugar shakers. And when
You're a little cinnamon sugar shaker.
When I have my nice
one.
retro kitchen, really,
There is.
I'm going to buy a bunch of those. I think they're so cute and they display so well. That's cute. Got the girly witch. Can't take you anywhere.
No. You don't normally see the bigger ones. It's the larger ones.
Yes. This is funny.
I haven't seen that before.
Baboon Ball.
Yeah, it's a Hasbro game too. You
should have got it.
Yeah, I never saw that before.
We're playing that right now.
It's the first time I've ever seen that game.
Maybe we'll go back, buy it, and then do a short. That's cool. The big giant strawberry syrup bottle. This Santa is awesome.
The little Bell Santa, yeah. Missing his box, so Bell Santa stayed there, but
we'll get one.
Box.
Pinocchio.
Great condition too.
Yeah.
Look at the condition of that thing.
I know, it's all shiny still.
All the paint's still intact. I mean, very cool. I like these, the little early Valentines.
They are really cute.
Yeah.
I feel like one day I'll get a little collection of them.
Oh no.
Maybe.
There's some crazy Valentines though. I'll tell you.
Some of them are dark.
Yeah, like the skunk thing.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad.
Brutal. There's some brutal ones.
I know, it's like, oh, okay.
I know. Well, love is deadly, I guess. Nutty Mads.
Oh,
I love Nutty Mads.
They are cool.
It amazes me what kids would play with, like the Charlie Weaver bartender. Like, what kid was like, Mom, I gotta have the Charlie Weaver bartender.
Let me get the bartender toy.
That's what I want more than anything for Christmas, is the bartender.
I know, it's very strange. I don't think that would have appealed to kids, but, obviously, what do I know?
It was a different time.
That's cute. Is that a little puppy in an Easter basket?
I think it was a sheep.
Oh, Snoopy.
Or maybe it was a puppy.
And a bunny.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now back to the video.
Dracula, where are you going? Black Swan Antiquities. The third stop here in, the Hershey area. Welcome to the Swan. Let's check it out. Snackula was not banned from here, so she got to come inside and check out the antiques. And she's a good luck charm. So we actually found something in this store.
Yes, we definitely have a much better success rate of finding good drac deals when Snackula's with us.
That's the thing. That's why we loved having her with us. It's not the only reason, but it helps. some cool stuff right off the bat in here. This was a great store.
It was, and it's like, it doesn't look like much from the outside. It's in kind of a strange location, but it's a really, really cool store.
Yeah, and once you get in, it's huge. There's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of vendors, a lot of great stuff. Everything is nicely displayed, bright, well curated, and as you know, that's my favorite.
Oh yeah, and the cute little roly-poly Santa.
Yeah, he's a cool one.
That's a kind of a big putz church. We've got skeletons, Transformers Happy Meal toys, some cool Halloween stuff. It went very quickly there, but there was a lot of cool stuff to see in here. And
we had even less time in this store.
yes, we
Clock
only
was
had about
ticking.
15 minutes to tear through the store and see all the wonderful things that it had, but we're going to have to come back.
Yeah, we will definitely come back to this one. When we do come back to Hershey, we'll go to this one first. There it is. Snackula led us to this.
Yes. A cute little Japanese Santa on a tricycle.
Yeah, not the reproduction. You got to look and make sure that it's made in Japan if you like those, because there's reproductions from China. So
And there's bowling Santa. I didn't know there was a
I
bowling
never
Santa.
saw him before, but of course there's the Santa on the skis.
He skis a lot more than he bowls,
He's
but
everywhere, that one. Everywhere. That is the most common by far.
I know it's kind of turning into the Mark of the Devil barf bag because we
Yeah.
see him at every
It's now the
antique
Santa
store
on
now.
skis, and I haven't seen that Mark of the
Yeah.
Devil barf bag since.
Actually, one of our viewers did bring that up, and we actually haven't seen one in a while. It's pretty funny.
I love that.
That's so cute.
I love that rabbit.
You got a random Motley Crue T-shirt. Like, okay, but then that Kiss poster's cool. It's got Eric Carr on it, so. You've got Yoda.
Yeah, this was a great thing. This is like in the back area over here. I almost missed this section. I was like, whoa, there's all kinds of cool stuff back there.
Yeah, it's all the way down the ramp and to the right, and it's almost kind of hidden, but there's some great stuff back there.
Yeah.
That's always cool to see. I love that
Tree
one.
pail, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of neat little blow molds tucked in this little corner here.
I'm going to have to get that rabbit. There's another one. That's my favorite pumpkin. And once again, there was another one.
Yep.
It's crazy to see, too, because that's an uncommon. It's not rare, but it's uncommon to see them. And so to see two was like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
That's a cute little scarecrow. I love that Santa.
Yeah, he's great.
You're lucky I didn't see him while we were in there, because he would have come home.
I know.
I wanted that Santa.
Should have got him.
I didn't see him until I edited it. You and Snackula were running around the store.
Yeah, I was like, find me stuff, Snackula. Find me stuff.
That's awesome. The Rosboro Clown Nightlight with the box.
I know. Look at the condition of that box, too. It's
Beautiful.
beautiful.
And you know that probably looks so cool glowing. Hey, little snacky poo.
I don't see anything else here.
Why is her shirt all hiked up like that? What was she doing? This is why she's banned from the other stores. Up to her shenanigans. What is she doing?
I don't know.
Another little roly-poly Sandy. He's so cute. And of course Donald Duck, because ever since the viewer said they were tired of seeing him, we see him everywhere.
Yeah, we pointed him out, and now he's on our radar.
Yeah. I like Donald Duck, though. I don't have beef with him.
Yeah, why not?
Those are cute. I love space stuff, though, so. These are some neat Rosboro things. Like, I've never... I mean, obviously, we saw
I know,
some...
look how many clowns were up here. Like, this is
Right?
like, Hershey was the spot for Rosboro clowns.
Really?
There's a lot of them. Look at them. You don't normally
Is that a
see them.
kangaroo? That's crazy. And then this was really cool. I love that box.
Yeah, the box was great.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one. That's a cute little Valentine's Day doggy, I think. And then here's what was in the box. Is this awesome little snowman. And of course,
More cool Santas.
before we
yeah.
leave, there's some really cool Santas in there. And again, like we said, it's really cool to always see some vintage candy.
Yeah, that's important. That's very important. Vintage candy, vintage soda, huge selling point.
Absolutely.
It's like a postcard out here.
Yeah. It's like all the paintings you see at the Amish market. Right?
In Pennsylvania. How's that going?
Pennsylvania folks travel
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
down the Dixie Santa Show.
Very good.
That's something about traffic, I don't know.
So it is pumpkin pie.
Yes. They come here for pumpkin pie and then they get out of here for warmth because it's really cold here.
Ah.